a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
I can't believe I let you play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Kill.
6-6. Pull it high.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Silva.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mayfield looks to throw. Complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
180. I got one.
Mayfield to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal.
After one.
With the score, Ravens 7, Browns nothing. Austin Seibert for the Browns.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Cuts right sideline in some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Check.
2nd and 9. Jackson steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Chubb running right. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2nd down and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive. Momentum. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aaron Donald busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
42 the mic.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And an alley to run. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, they scared.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a score closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Joker, 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 joker.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens 10 at their own 16. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it a safety spot to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 46-yard line.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Dobbins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will have. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Dobbins. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Go, go, go.
And the second wave behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
25, check 25, check 25. He's checking.
Chubb on the counter. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. Mayfield now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Out. 3 down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
On third down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Jackson now throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready up. 42. We want this. Double time, double time.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Two times. 3 down, 3 down. Check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0.